and welcome to Sunday's Weekend, the show bursting at the seams with interesting chat and inspiring music performances. On today's show, West End sensation, that's Ruthie Henshall, talking about her latest song and dance production. He was once one half of Dempsey and Makepeace, acclaimed actor Michael Brandon is here, and Orange is the new black actress, the fabulous Kate Mulgrew. Today's live music comes from Lady Hawk. She'll have 2 live songs for us before 9:30, and that's the lineup. Now then, from making her professional debut in Cats more than 25 years ago now to playing Roxy Hart on Broadway, she's an award-winning actress and undisputed West End legend. There, I've said it. Now, Ruthie Henshall is joining a new musical touring production that's coming to a town near you very shortly. Ruthie, welcome to the show! Hello. How are you?
Good, yeah.
You West End legend.
I rather like that.
Yeah, I thought you would.
I've got to say. And I also like the fact that you said over 25 years. You weren't specific, so I could take a good 5 years off my age.
Well done. You can pay me later.
Yes.
So, Ruthie Henshall in a show called That's Entertainment, I would say that's like a marriage made in heaven, isn't it?
Oh, see, it's all my era.
Yeah.
It's the reason I wanted to get into musical theatre. So
the big MGM.
Big, huge MGM musicals. And my mother was a teacher, and she taught English, drama, and film and TV studies, which was a thing then. Yeah. Can you believe that?
Brilliant.
I know, I'd like to have done that. And so she brought home all the videos, that's how long ago it was, of all the MGM musicals, because that was part of the course, and I just wore them out.
So tell us a bit about this show then, because I've heard there's something like million sequins involved, or something like
Millions of sequins.
20 costume changes.
20 costume changes each dancer has, and one of them I think is about 36 seconds or something.
Wow. Which
I have experienced myself.
Have you?
Yeah. In a show called Marguerite, I had a 30-second change.
Okay. Did it ever go wrong?
No, thank goodness. But you know what?
The realisation on your face then, as if you hadn't thought about that before.
I had not thought about it. But you know why? Because directors tend to sort of say to you, you know, they say, it's going to be 30 seconds, that's all you've got. And you say, I'm never going to do it in 30 seconds. And they say, yes, you are. It's always very, very choreographed.
Yeah.
You know, it's you know, the dressers and the wig. But I had actually had a wig change as well at the same time. Yeah, so
that's because you've done it all. But what's your involvement in this show then? Is it just the singing or a bit of dancing?
Just singing. No, okay. I'm not dancing.
Oh, well done, you got out of that.
I got out of that. I've just been dancing for 2 years.
I know you have.
It's quite nice to actually just stand there and sing.
And singing what sort of songs?
Singing things like The Man That Got Away, things from Gypsy, things from, what else am I saying? Oh, from Fosse. Because there is, you know, such an amazing array of musicals from the 40s and 50s that you can pick from. You've got your carousels, your South Pacific, there are 42nd Street. I mean, and the dancing is amazing. It really is. I mean, they've got the tapping 10 to the dozen.
Oh, really?
I don't have to do that.
No, forget it. It shouldn't be allowed in my world, to be honest with you.
Apparently, somebody said once that listening to me tap was like listening to somebody throwing cutlery downstairs. So I'm rather glad I don't have to do that.
Big fan of your work, said that then.
Yeah, clearly.
But I mentioned you have been around for a very long time doing this, at the top of your game as well, from musicals like Les Mis, Miss Saigon, Chicago, you name it, really. Have you got a particular favourite show that you love doing, or do they sort of all pale into significance now?
Well, I think I will always put Crazy for You at the top of my list, because as I had been inspired by the MGM musicals, and when Crazy for You came along, it was an MGM musical on stage. Yeah. It was, you know, down to the Ginger Rogers dress that they dressed me in at the end, you know, and a stage that went up 3 tiers like a cake, and you danced on the top of it, and boy meets girl, and they fall in love, and they save the theatre, and happily ever after. So it was just...
Eye drama.
Yes, eye drama. It was beautiful. But definitely, it's so hard, because then I went on to She Loves Me, and...
Which is my favourite musical in the whole world. I saw you in that, and I so wanted to do it. So if you ever want to put it on again, then I am available for the man role.
Surely. Oh, actually, I was going to say, sure, I'm a bit too old for it, but then she doesn't... There's no age mentioned.
There we go. Any producers watching, we are available, and we're dead cheap as well. Actually, that last bit was a real lie.
Speak for yourself.
How do you cope with the whole sort of 8 shows a week thing now? It's quite draining, isn't it?
It is. I never ever like to complain about anything I do because I feel so privileged to do what I do. That being said, 8 shows a week is a very heavy schedule, especially because I have the travelling as well.
And 2 kids as well to look after.
And I'm a single mum, so it's not like I feel it's very unfair. I go straight into guilty mother because, you know, it's fine if you've got a dad at home who can be with them when you're not, but as a single mum, it's a nanny, and as much as children adapt, they don't like it.
No.
I feel sad sometimes because the last couple of years I've been doing 8 shows a week, and I've noticed that they've grown up, and I didn't have much to do with that this couple of years. That's what it feels like to me. And they, honestly, you should see, it's like Little Women in our house, but the sort of violent version of it. Is there a violent version of Little Women?
Yeah, they'll make it now.
They'll make it now. Because my children, I think, they constantly beat each other to pulp. And I think a lot of that has to do with the fact that I think they're vying for my attention when I am around.
They want to sing a ballad. Calm them down.
No. Well, actually, they still want me to sing them to sleep.
Do they?
Yes.
Oh, lovely. Well, I suppose if you've got Ruthie Henshall as your mum, you would, wouldn't you? Hey, listen, good luck with the show. I'll definitely come and see you. Can't wait for the thousands of sequins. Interesting. And that quick change. Now, still to come on today's show.